What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Art Bros video. As you can tell, my studio is a little barren right now, and that is because my wife and I actually moved to Houston. So if I know anybody out here or anybody wants to meet up, just hit me up because I don't really have any friends here right now. I need to meet some people. So before I move into what the video topic is about, I do want to plug our Art Bros Discord. Right now we have over 1,000 members in the Discord. We do monthly challenges, and it's just an awesome place to hang out, meet new people, and share and critique some cool artwork. So I will put the description, the link to the server in the description below, and yeah, feel free to join and hang out. So moving on to the video topic, as you can see, I did an illustration study of Asuka from Evangelion. I had been watching that show. I just finished it the other day, and man, that show is freaking crazy. But I loved it. I really liked that character, and I thought it would be a fun little exercise to do a study of her, but not exactly just copying something. I've been doing a lot of studies recently, or I had been in the past couple of years, where I'm like directly copying paintings, and I think that's great for a beginner and somebody still learning. But if you're trying to really push yourself with your studies and still have some sort of reference, but kind of make it your own illustration at the end of the day, you can do something like this. I had previously done this with a comic book panel. I thought it would be cool to look at a very flat 2D comic book panel and render it out and illustrate it in as realistic a way as possible. And there comes some challenges with that, because when you're looking at an anime screen cap like I did, or a comic book panel, whatever, they're usually using a limited palette and limited value range with shading their figures and their backgrounds and stuff like that. So there's a lot of colors and lighting situations that you have to infer. And I found myself, when I was first working on this piece with Asuka, really struggling to stay farther away from the anime kind of look. And the way I did that was I actually found a bunch of references of other red-haired girls in more of a ambient lighting scenario, because that's what it seemed like the screen cap was. She was sitting inside her mech, and it looked like maybe it was a sunny day, but the sun wasn't shining directly on her face or anything. So I tried to find some references of real people that fit a similar lighting situation. And I just went to work. This illustration took me around 3 hours or so. I've been trying my best to keep my studies to about an hour, but I got to the point with this one where I just really wanted to push it and make it more of a portfolio piece kind of thing, or something that I at least felt confident in sharing online. And I'm pretty happy with the end result. I think I could have pushed some of the values a little bit more and detailed out some things a little bit better. But at the end of the day, this is a study, and the whole point in a study is to train yourself and try to help you learn something new while you're painting. And that's one of the biggest things I wanted to discuss, is just making sure that you're picking things to study that are going to help you at the end of the day. I mean, I'm obviously more of a character artist, so it always helps me to paint figures and characters and stuff like that. And I just thought this was a fun way to work on something without forcing myself to do some sort of boring, figure study or something like that. I could still use a little bit of imagination while having some sort of reference in terms of the perspective and, like I said, the lighting and the colors and everything like that. And you can kind of see in the time lapse as well, I did get to this point where it was looking very flat, sort of like the anime screen cap. And what I did was I sort of bumped up the colors, and I used some multiply and color overlays and stuff like that to kind of make it a little bit more of my own color palette. And I'm pretty happy with the end result. So yeah, if you found this sort of study helpful, I encourage you to do something similar to this. Again, it's looking at something that's a little bit more abstract and using it more as a reference to create your own piece. You can do something similar with finding an actual photograph of a figure, and maybe it's like a person sitting or something like that, and you add armor to them, or you change up the color of their clothes. Little tweaks like that are just going to push your studies that much further, because it's going to force you out of the copying mindset and more into the imaginative mindset while still having some sort of reference. And for me, that's very helpful, because I find myself not necessarily over-reliant on reference, because I kind of have to use that for my client work, but I haven't been able to do as much like strictly imaginative work recently, except for my video game. But that's in a little bit different style. But for realism, it's always good to be able to, if you can, render things from imagination. It's just going to save you time at the end of the day. And if you can render them accurately, your work is just going to be, all the better. So yeah, if you like this study, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you did a study similar to this, share it in the Discord. I'd love to see your guys' work. Obviously, we comment and talk to you guys in the Discord, and I think it would be really cool to see other artists doing this approach. I haven't really seen this too much before. I'm sure other people have done it. I don't want to say I'm the first or anything, but I do think this is a unique way to approach studying, and I'd be interested to see other artists tackle this as well. So yeah, until next time, thanks guys.